It's Sunday the 4th of March and we're back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for another Icon update. As you may have seen yesterday, the transfer track has started to be tested, as well as the storage facility in the Icon station. Also, we can see here that the air gates are now in place in the station, and work on the station platform has begun to straighten out the edges and start putting more flooring down on top of the platform that has already been built. I'm joined by Mike today in today's update, and we will get Mike's thoughts later on into the video. But before we do, I just thought I'd mention that more work has taken place on the viewing platform, which will connect with the new restaurant, which was formerly Coasters. Also, some cladding's been done, added to the station. As we said in past updates, the theming on the station is far from complete, and we will see more work on that over the coming weeks as Icon's opening day draws closer. So if we zoom in onto the storage facilities in the station, the storage facility will work in conjunction with the trains. So for example, one of the lockers will open as the train comes into the station. As it leaves and your belongings are in there, and the train leaves with your belongings in the storage facility, that storage facility will close, and then the storage facility below it, for example the bottom layer, will then open so that the next train will be able to put the stuff in there, and the people who've previously been on the train will be able to retrieve their stuff from the facility. So it's a nice, safe facility. You may have seen it on Mack coasters previously, like Blue Fire, Helix, Lost Gravity, etc. And did that make sense?
That did make sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah, it's very similar.
Better idea than what PA had with the bag nonsense last year. Leaving bags at the end at lockers.
Yeah, on Red Force.
Yeah, because what you find is it's not great for people like myself. Bins.
Yeah.
Having to leave your bins in a bag that's 2 miles away and then try and find your way back to it blind.
Yeah, no, having the storage facility next to the on and off load platform does make sense. So it's very much like the facility that we've seen on Helix and Lost Gravity. Lost Gravity being the coaster at Wallaby Holland.
Very good coaster as well.
Yeah. So Mike's got a theory on the queue. Do you want to
So coming over here, you can see there's been fencing has appeared. You see this grey fence here, smaller one.
I'll zoom in on that.
There's a bit more, you can't see it, but behind that cherry picker there's some more at the side.
Yeah.
I think there's also a bit more up there as well, by the way.
Yeah.
There's also, further down, there's these taller sections of fencing which I suspect are to separate the path from the ride area of Grand Prix.
We'll try and zoom in on that a little bit. So, like we say,
way away and it's kind of slab-sided.
So we've got the bigger fence there, and then obviously the smaller fence next to it. So this walkway next to the Grand Prix is probably going to be the queue into the Icon station. Excuse my sore throat, everybody. My theory is that you will exit the Icon station next to where the storage facility is in the station. I'm going to zoom in on this flat piece of track here. This is where the on and offload area of Icon will be, as well, as we can see by the gates. This bit of track will move to the right and go into what is the maintenance area of the ride. Now, it's a very complex system and difficult for me to explain without showing you, so what I'm going to do in the description is link to a video that was filmed by Ride Review featuring Helix at Leesburg, and it pretty much explains how the transfer track on Icon will work, as it's a full detailed video of the transfer track on Helix. So we'll now move on and discuss Icon from up by Big Dipper and talk about the view of Icon from up by the Big Dipper.
So a little bit about the view. I was a little bit hasty in, I wouldn't say a criticism, but something I said about the station blocking the view of the ride. Now when I said that, I was stood down the bottom there, and yet you can't see a lot of the ride. So I can step back, as you can see, we're next to the Big Dipper, and look at that. I think that's an awesome view of the ride.
It's an excellent view of the ride.
You're coming up in the park, come May, June, whenever it opens, and you see that for the first time. You see a train go over the top of there, or come up here.
Well, you imagine you're going to come from down there, you're going to walk up over here, and the first thing you're going to see is Icon sticking out right like that. You're probably going to see it testing as you're entering the park. You're going to see it running in front of the big one, and well, it's an excellent view of what is going to be an excellent ride. So I noticed this view on opening day. I just didn't really get it in on any of the videos. I took pictures of it more than filming it from up here, but it's a really impressive view of Icon. Now you imagine when it's going round and goes through the big one from here, it's going to look epic. I'm going to zoom in on it actually. I keep forgetting about the zoom, but as it zooms in, as I zoom in, you can see Icon is going to be just amazing to watch from here as well, because it's going to look really close to the big one. And if you don't know much about it and you first see that going through the big one there, you're going to think, wow, how close is that? It's amazing. I mean, I know Mike was really impressed by it when we come up here before.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. I mean, the more and more I see it, the more and more I just can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's not long now. So what I'm going to say to finish this Icon update is that on Twitter the other day, there was a post from Amanda Thompson, OBE, Managing Director of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that said Icon might be open for Spring Bank. Spring Bank is the bank holiday at the end of May, so like I say, it's not confidential information that I'm talking about. That was posted on Twitter. Also, if you check out Blackpool Pleasure Beach's latest video on their YouTube channel, Amanda Thompson does say that they're aiming to have Icon open for one of the May bank holidays. Now, following on from that, there was a post on Twitter that said that the aim for Icon was to be open for Spring Bank, which is at the end of May. So we'll leave it there for now. One last point I want to say is that in all of our Icon updates, we don't go on the rides and film off of the ride. So whilst we may not get good views off of Eddie Stobart's and other such rides, we always respect the rules at Pleasure Beach, and that is why we don't film on stuff like Eddie Stobart's and the other rides. So while we admire the great view of Icon as the big one goes up behind it, I'm going to end our update there, filmed on Sunday the 4th of March. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video. Thanks for watching, guys.